Hello there, everybody, and welcome to a rather unusual video I am recording, albeit I've said that twice now in the last couple of weeks, assuming this comes out within a relatively small time frame of the Pipes Explainer video. Anthony joining you once again, and today's subject you can probably discern from the title of this video, but before we get on to talking about that, there is something we need to do. Drum roll, please! Face reveal! I am sorry, you have to look at this for the rest of eternity, but that is how this works now. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are talking about my experience at TFcon Toronto, which I will disclose was my first ever TFcon, so there were some expectations to be had, and they were all blown out of the water. So if you've watched this channel for long enough now, you'll know that I am a major player in where the Transformers trading card game is right now. So I was up there in Toronto helping to run the TFTCG room there. I've said there twice now. Yeah, get used to this. Maybe face cam was a mistake. Anyway, so I was up there helping run things, and I was there with Bill and Vangelis, got to meet them in person, which was interesting to say the least. Not in a bad way, just in a, okay, this is actually happening. I'm like actually meeting these people I've been talking on Discord with for a year and a half way. But they overall was a fantastic event, so I'll basically talk about kind of what happened day by day, and at the end kind of give my thoughts about what it means for the health of the game, and if I will be trying this to do this again in the future.
Spoiler alert, the answer is yes.
So anyway, starting off with Friday night. So I woke up Friday morning and the internet was out. Yeah, it was not fun. Apparently like a third of the internet in Canada was out or something like that. Rogers apparently borked a software update, and that resulted in everything going down, which kind of screwed over some plans that we had to go into downtown Toronto, do some stuff down there, because all the payment systems were offline, and all communications were offline, basically. So that sucked, but we made do with what we could, and none of the actual TFCon things started happening until around 5-ish, so in the meanwhile, I was just getting everything together, getting some decks together. Bill was working on the presentation, which thankfully we were able to get that done for the panel that we were going to be doing right to kick off the night. And the panel overall went really well. Everybody got a good explainer of where the game is, what happened to it, and where it is going to be heading. Albeit there was one thing that happened. I'm not sure if you've watched the panel on other sources yet, but long story short, they Now
the Transformers TCG in 2022?
Yeah, they let me on stage at my first TFCon. I don't know how they allowed this, but it happened, and yeah, that was interesting. If you want to watch that panel, by the way, I will put a link to it in the description. It's either on the TFCon channel or Vangelis' channel. I'm not sure which at this point because I'm recording it before it goes up, but it was a good time, half hour discussing the state of the game right now, getting in a few jokes here and there, albeit I had to jump in at one point to clarify that something was a metaphor because Bill used a interesting metaphor for something, let's just say, but I will leave that to you to find out what it was. So after that, on Friday night, we were heading straight to the TFTCG room, and we had a surprising turnout for Friday night, all things considered. It was mainly just English, how does it work? Me and Bill in that room for a good chunk of it, because Vangelis was off doing some other panels, like arguing about what was the best Transformers opening, I'm pretty sure it was. But while he was doing that, me and Bill were running the room. We had a whole bunch of starter decks to give away. I think we gave away something like 15 or 16 throughout the course of the weekend, because I had brought a whole bunch of bulk, and so did Bill, that we could use to assemble some starter decks. We managed to get the 4 decks from the Bayformers website assembled in various numbers, as well as a new starter deck we crafted that used the ASP. Not sure why Bill thought that was a good idea, but we did it. Albeit that didn't start didn't start being given away until Saturday. English, how does it work? But Friday night, we got a few games in, got to talk to some returning players, taught a whole bunch of new people, and overall, it was a good time. So Friday night, success. And then moving into Saturday, so this was the big day, everything was happening at this point. Morning was a bit slow just because everybody was off in the dealer room in the artist section, and all the guests, what's the word I'm looking for here? All the VIP guests, that's what I'm looking for. They were off meeting everybody in there, and we had, of course, our little room, so it was, again, slow in the morning, but as the day moved on, things started to pick up. Again, more returning players, more new players, plus we actually got to give away a Smashdown figure plus promo, a full set of Turbo Rev and Old Punks, the set formerly known as Phase 1, and a full set of World Strikes, so that was awesome to be able to do that. And I got a chance to wander around the rest of the convention during, I think it was like the middle of the afternoon, and admittedly, I thought I was just going to be in the TFTCG room the whole time, because what purpose would I need to go out and explore things? But I figured, you know what, there was a lull period, so I decided to go out and check things out. Got to see the artist section. Some of the stuff that these people are capable of is insane. I mean, I'm already exposed to what they are capable of, or at least a small section of it, because of the work that I do with the card game, but seeing a broader section of the artist side of things was absolutely incredible. And in all of that, funny story, I actually got to see the original source material, or at least full prints of the art that got used for Combat Drop and Towering Presence, I believe it is. The one that gives a Constructicon Bold 2 from Turbo Rev and Old Punks. So that was interesting to see. And then there was the dealer room. Now, if you've never been to a TFcon before, and I'm assuming this is normal for TFcons, but somebody can correct me in the comments, there's a giant room where just everybody has a bunch of Transformers toys that they're selling. Most of them are no longer in stock on regular store shelves. So I went in there and decided, you know what, let's look around for a little bit. I mean, it's not like I'm going to spend anything in there, because, like, why would I need to buy anything? None of these, like, would hold any significant value, and plus, they're all kind of crazy expensive, so it's not like I'm going to be spending any money in there or finding anything. Anyways, I found this Rotor Storm, and I bit. I saw it, saw Rotor Storm, and I'm just like, okay, we're buying it. And if you're wondering why Rotor Storm specifically, we'll talk about that in the future, not in this video, sometime down the line. But that was interesting, and then, of course, more TFTCG action. At some point between that and something me and Bill ended up going to do later in the evening, we got a Unicron raid recorded for this channel, and that should be going up on July 22nd. I'm not sure when this is going up, like I said, but if it's past the 22nd, it should already be up. If not, it'll be up on the 22nd, so that was fun to be able to do that in person with fellow creators. And then Vangelis actually later in the night recorded a few games for his channel, which I will link to his channel in the description. I'm not sure if those are up yet or not. In between all of that, I actually went back into the dealer room with Bill at one point, because we had gone to get a few cards signed. So, Aussie and Legendary, if you're listening to this, we've got more prize support for you coming soon. And then after that, we went back into the dealer room because we were looking for a BotCon Clench for Tank. Unfortunately, we were not able to find it. But as we were wandering around, Bill was showing me various things like, oh, we're going to make a card of that. This is the source material for this thing. And I'm wandering around and I'm thinking, okay, all this stuff is cool, but I already spent 35 bucks on a Rotor Storm. I'm not going to buy anything else. And then I found these two for $5 Canadian a piece, and I bit again. I figured, you know, this Rotor Storm is a repaint of Spinister. Spinister in the TCG likes Battle Masters, so why not get a couple of Battle Masters? So that was fun. So that was the dealer room overall on Saturday. And then, of course, we went back, played those games with Vangelis, had a good time, taught some more people, and all was good. Sunday, more of the same, teaching new people, giving away more cards. Sunday, we gave away the same things as Saturday, but we also threw in a set of Monster Menagerie, so that was fun. And we didn't record any additional content on Sunday, unfortunately. I was going to record a 1v1 game, but unfortunately, we just did not have the time for that. But Sunday was overall a pretty good turnout as well, somewhere between Friday and Saturday, if I remember correctly. And during all of that, I decided, you know what, let's go back into the dealer room one more time. I still have some cash on me from having to take cash out for the Battle Masters. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I only have 30 bucks. A lot of this stuff in here is a little more expensive than that. There's no way I'm going to find anything on my list that's exactly 30. Anyways, I found this Acid Storm for exactly 30 bucks. Why Acid Storm, you ask? Same reason as Rotor Storm, but we'll talk about that in the future, like I said earlier. So, overall, absolutely fantastic weekend. I was already expecting to have a lot of fun, but I ended up having a lot more fun than I was anticipating. So definitely something I am going to be doing in the future. Again, whether it be Toronto next year or in another city, we will see how things pan out. But in terms of what this means for the health of the game, the amount of people we had show up and were like, oh, I didn't know this was a thing, and wanted to learn at that point, or oh, I didn't realize this was going, and then wanted to relearn at that point and check out all the community stuff, the number was immense. Like, LA was a pretty good turnout, according to Bill. This was better than that. So we're expecting Chicago in October to be even better than that. And if that trend holds, we're on the right track to revitalizing the community as a whole. But we will see how that goes when October comes. So yeah, that was really everything that happened. So, Bill and Vangelis, thank you so much for doing this and allowing me to help with this. Absolute blast to represent the community and be able to help continue to promote this game. To everybody who showed up in the TFTCG room, you guys were all awesome, whether you were a new or returning player, and it was great to be able to play games and chat with all of you. And to those of you who are just joining this channel for the first time, again, we do have a slight focus on the TFTCG, but at our core, we are a variety channel. So every other week is a TFTCG video, but then you'll get more of those than anything else. It's just there's some other things sprinkled in. So with that being said, that will do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, there's a little red button you can push down below to show that. And yeah, I'm not sure when this video is going up, but the Friday after this video comes up, there will be another video. That's the usual schedule, Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, that's really everything I have to say here. So hopefully I will be back again at another TFcon soon, and we'll see how that one goes. But in the meantime, that will do it for this video. Peace out, y'all.